I'm looking at slides here from your earnings presentation. I'd just like to start there because you say you're transforming Sanofi to become focused and agile, and you're citing a series of transactions that took place over, let's call it, the last year. Have you become more focused and agile, and what would be the proof of that?
Well, thank you, and we definitely are. Today's an important day for us. We launched our new brand identity, in itself more focused and agile. We've dropped one name for the company from our group, and it's reflective of the transformation that's going on. You have to remember that we're growing right across the business in all of our divisions. We're accelerating in R&D. Last year we grew 7.1%, more than double what we grew the year before. We've accelerated 36 programs into phase 1 and 2. We had 8 approvals, 7 pivotal readouts. And important for our company, 10 first-in-human studies started with our own discovery medicines. We've done this, and it's never been done before in our company on this scale. And we've done this by financing it ourselves through good reallocation strategies, data and digitization. And I think we're now starting to show people what we can do to transform the practice of medicine. It's a fabulous company, deep into transformation, and definitely feels more agile.
Well, one of those key things that certainly, or key drugs that many of the analysts who follow your company are focused on is Dupixon, sales of which I think were up sharply. But give us a sense in terms of the roadmap there, in terms of penetration rates. It's obviously a very important drug for a number of dermatological diseases.
Yeah. Look, first of all, Dupixon has changed so many lives. Over 300,000 lives, and of course their families positively impacted by this drug for autoimmune diseases, asthma, atopic dermatitis, and beyond. We grew more than 53% last year. It was over 5 billion euros in terms of total sales, and that stands on the shoulder of being transformational, like I said, for many patients. We've just started. If you look across the United States, even in atopic dermatitis alone, less than 9% of the patients that should be on an advanced therapy are on an advanced therapy. So we have some work to do on education. We have a huge opportunity ahead of us. We have more indications to add. And with a bit of luck in a study next year, we may even enter COPD. So we're really excited about how it's pioneering into these disease areas. But importantly, it reflects just how quickly we're moving as a company. And if you think about it, just 3 or 4 years ago, it was a $500 million medicine with just a handful of patients. Now we're over 300,000 patients being treated annually, and importantly, over 5 billion. That gives us a powerful opportunity to show how good we are and to reinvest in science. So, no, we're right on track, perhaps ahead of where people thought we would be, and an incredibly bright future ahead of us.
Paul, it's Morgan. I want to go back to the COVID-19 vaccine for a moment. It's a more traditional approach. It's a recombinant protein-based vaccine candidate, unlike, say, the newer technologies we see with the mRNA-based Moderna or Pfizer shots or that viral vector-based J&J shot. How are you thinking about that market right now? Would this potentially be a booster? Is that how you're targeting it? Or is it an opportunity to supply first shots to folks that haven't already had vaccines, whether it's because of access or maybe some nervousness, skittishness around some of these newer technologies?
You raised some really incredibly important points. Firstly, it's an established platform. So, as far as safety is concerned, I think people will feel very confident. We're really studying it as a booster. We've seen the early booster data. It's as good as an extra shot of mRNA from Pfizer or Moderna. It's certainly as good as AZ or J&J as the add-on, as the 3rd or 4th dose. Importantly, we're recruiting for our pivotal study in a time when a lot of people are struggling with COVID and Omicron. So we've got to get the data in-house. We've seen the booster data, amazing. We're looking at the data on safety and efficacy in a phase 3 program, put them together, submit them, and then maybe there'll be a need later on in the year, and that will be fine. We said from the outset, we want to play a part. We wanted to be there if needed. We wouldn't stop. We've made vaccines for others. We've never wavered, and that's continued till today. So if we can play a part, we will be there.